Take me back to October the 19th, 1987. What is your sharpest memory?
Okay, I remember walking back home at the end of the day. I mean, during the day you're in a state of concentration, heightened concentration. You forget to eat, you forget to drink water. But at the end of the day, I remember I sort of looked around and said, hey, what happened? So I was walking home with a friend, a Greek guy who was working in the same firm, Dimitrios Diakolios, and lived in the same neighborhood. So we're walking on Park Avenue, and a terrified woman, you know, without introducing herself, without anything, said, "You guys know what's happening?" And I looked at her, I saw panic. And that was when it hit me that something was going on.
You didn't realize.
I was concentrating. I was trading. I remember actually, it's not the day of the crash that was the big trading day. It was the next day.
20th.
Because overnight, Greenspan lowered interest rates by something like 275 basis points. And the futures, Eurodollar future, rallied by 375 basis points on the open. They didn't know what was happening, and they thought he would, you know, ease even more. And I remember the back month's bond there was a bond future that was locked because it could rise above a certain level, and it was lock limit. And you can assume that the physical bond, the one trading in the intermarket, would be up about 10 or 11 points. At the time, that was a huge move. But the largest move was not, I mean, relative in statistical move, I would say. The largest outlier, as you know, something happening as compared to what models would predict or would assume is within the realm of possibilities, or abnormal, but within the norm of that model, was Eurodollars. It was, I remember it was, the stock market moved something like it was a few standard deviation above 20, okay, which when you talk about something more than 10 standard deviation, it's crazy. And it was 1.5 times the move in bonds, and not bonds, in short-term interest rates. Short-term interest rates.
I see.
So that was a big move.
Eurodollar
It
future.
was the next day, Eurodollar future. And that was when I realized that options, out-of-the-money options, were extremely explosive.